Hello, hello boys, good morning. Can you hear me clear? Hello boys, can you hear me clear? Hello, hello boys, hello. Participants here. Can you hear me? Yasin Hazim, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yes,
Nine. Yes, mister.
hearing.
Yeah, very good. Okay, we are going to start in a
The
minute.
bronze.
We are going to start in a minute. We are just waiting for more participants. Okay, where are the rest of the boys? Only three participants today. Four. Okay, today we are going to have chapter 6 in story. So I want you to follow me in your storybooks. Chapter 6. Okay, we are going to start when we reach 15. 15 participants. Where are the rest today? Where are the rest of you? Hey, Yasin. Yes, Yasin. What do you want? Yasin. Yasin Hazim, you're raising your hand. What do you need? Hey, Yasif.
مستر أخش أبعت لهم إن الحصة بدأت.
Yeah, you can write them. Hey, Ahmed. What do you want? The boys who are raising their hands. What do you want? Ahmed Wael. What do you need? Ahmed Wael. Okay, 12. Just more three participants and we're going to start. Everybody follow me in your storybooks, chapter 6. Storybooks, chapter 6. Okay, okay, 12. آسف.
بعت لهم مستر كلهم.
Okay, thank you. طيب, okay, I want you to follow me in your storybooks page. I don't know the page, I don't know the page, but this is chapter 6. I'll tell you which page is this. Wait a second. Chapter 6, page, page 38. Storybooks, page 38. Everybody again, storybooks, page 38. Chapter 6. Okay, the title of the chapter is Mystery at the Warehouse. Mystery at the Warehouse. Okay, what's the meaning of this word, the warehouse? Let's see. Okay, warehouse is a large building for storing large quantities of goods. A large building for storing large quantities, very much goods, so much goods, quantities, large quantities of goods. Okay, any goods, but any goods, anything, food. If you want to store food, if you want to store antiques, if you want to store anything. So warehouse is a large building for storing anything, any large quantities of anything. Okay, let's start. Right. The boys who are raising their hands, what do you need? Ahmed Wael, what do you want? Ahmed Wael, do you need something? Omar, do you need something?
مستر معلش أنا لسه داخل ما لحقتش
We
أعرف
we
يعني إيه
we we
quantities.
we didn't say anything. We didn't say anything yet.
أوكي.
Okay. طيب, okay. Again, warehouse. The chapter of the chapter 6, the title of the chapter is Mystery at the Warehouse. Warehouse is a large building for storing large quantities of goods. Large quantities means amounts, kilos or tons or a large number. Yani. Quantities means a large number of goods. Very so much goods, quantities. Okay, but quantities is for something that we cannot count, like rice, like sugar, something that we cannot count. These are called the quantities. It is measured by tons or by kilos or something like this. Okay, so all I want you to know is the warehouse is a large building for storing goods, any kind of goods. Type. Okay, let's start. The next morning, Sylvius brought the children. If you didn't read or you didn't attend the last session of the story, chapter 5, they trapped the children trapped or they set a trap for Sylvius, the slave. They wanted to trap him. They wanted to see if he is guilty or not, but they didn't. They found out that he wants to help his master. He wants to get back or take back the bronze bust from the thief, and he thought Veximus, the bad guy who was the guilty, and he is the thief, and he wanted them to buy him the bust and so on. But he wasn't the guilty after all. He wasn't the guilty. He didn't do anything. He just wanted to help Magnus, his master. Okay. Now they are following another suspect. They are following another suspected one. His name is Titus. His name was Titus Carolus, and he is a merchant. He's a big merchant. He's a rich man. Now they are following him because they suspect him and they wanted to see if he has stolen the past or not. Okay, let's see. The next morning, Sylvius brought the children some fruit for their breakfast as usual. Have you heard anything Have you heard any gossip about Titus from other slaves? Asked Robert. The word gossip, let's see. Gossip is an information that passed from one person to another about other people's behavior and the private lives, often including unkind or untrue remarks. It's like a rumor. It's like a rumor. Okay, it's a piece of information or information passes from a person from one person to another about people. Okay, this is gossip. About Titus from other slaves, asked Robert. He bit into a juicy orange. Bit into means he took a large bite. He took a large bite. He put his teeth in a juicy orange, and the juicy means it's full of juice. Juicy orange means delicious or full of it's full of juice, full of water inside it. He bit into a juicy orange. No, I haven't, said Sylvius, but I have to go to the market again today. I will see what I can find out. Okay. طيب. Later that morning, Sylvius came rushing into the courtyard to find the children. I have some news, he said excitedly. What is it, Sylvius? Asked Marcus. I met a friend of mine at the fish market. Okay, wait, they're having a problem here. Okay, so so let's continue. What is it, Sylvius? Asked Marcus. I met a friend of mine at the fish market, he said. I asked him if he knew anything about Titus Carolus. He told me that he has heard a rumor about him, and the rumor is another meaning of the word gossip. Is another word or has the same meaning of the word gossip. Okay, information or a story that is passed from one person to another. Again, the same meaning, which may or may not be true. It may be true or may not be true. This is the rumor. Okay, so rumor and gossip have the same meaning. It's a piece of information passes from one person to another about other people, and it may be true or not. Okay. uh, so that he has heard a rumor about him. He said that people say Titus Carolus is a thief. They say he likes to steal small, valuable things. However, my friend says that this is only a rumor. This is only a rumor means that it may be true or maybe not. Okay, there is no proof that it is true. And the proof means evidence. There is no proof. There is nothing. It makes it true. I bet it is true, said Camilla. She felt sure that Titus was guilty. We don't know that for certain. Certain means sure. We don't know that for sure, said Robert. But let's find out if it is true. Let's follow him and see what he does. said Marcus. Yes, let's, said Lucy and Camilla. But I can't come with you, but I can't come with you, said Sylvius. I have a lot of work to do today. We will tell you what we find out, promised Robert. Sylvius will look worried, but it might be dangerous. I should come with you and look after you. Don't worry, Sylvius, said Marcus. We will be quite safe. Get on with your work. We will tell you everything this evening. Sylvius was still worried, but he did as he was told. He went to the kitchen to give the cook everything that he had bought at the market. Everyone, come on, everyone, said Robert. Let's go to Titus' shop. And the Titus shop, he is selling. He is a merchant. He is selling olive oils, if you remember, and see what we can find out. The children walked along the streets into the center of Rome. Marcus pointed out Titus' shop. Titus was standing outside. He was standing outside the shop. He was talking to a man. There he is, said Marcus. That's Titus. The children watched them from across the street. After a while, the man he was talking to walked away. Titus waited for him to disappear, waited for him to go away round the corner. Then he looked up and down the street. What's he doing? Asked Camilla. He looks as if he is checking to see that no one is watching him. He is looking up and down and left and right. He is checking if that there is no one is watching him. He must be doing something wrong. She means, or he means. Then Titus walked quickly down the street. Where is he going? Asked Lucy. He's going towards the docks, and the docks is a place in a port where ships are loaded, unloaded, or repaired. So the docks is a place in a port. A port is like a garage for ships and boats. Okay, it's like a garage for ships and boats, where the ships are loaded. Loaded means people put things and put goods on the ships, or unloaded. They take the goods out of the ships, or repaired, mended. Okay, he's going towards the docks. So the docks is a place on the port, on the harbor. Said Marcus, the docks are on the banks of the river Tipper type. Banks means the shore of the river, the shore of the river. On the banks of the river Tipper. Come on, let's follow him. Titus walked quickly towards the docks. The children followed behind at a safe distance. At the docks, Titus went to a row of warehouses, and we said warehouse. Warehouse is a large building for storing goods. He went into a big one at the end of the row. Titus must own that warehouse, said Camilla. So Camilla thinks that the warehouse that Titus went into, he owned it. He owned it. It was his own warehouse. He probably stores his olive oils there, said Marcus. Let's watch him for a while. The children hid behind some boxes on the quay and see quay, a place in a town or village where boats can be tied up or can stop to load and unload goods. It's the same meaning of the word dock. So dock and the quay has the same meaning. It's a place for the ships to load and unload. But quay may be inside the town or inside the village. But the other one, dock must be in a port or something on the river. They watched Titus for a long time. They watched them shouting at the slaves. They watched the slaves cleaning the warehouse. They watched the slaves repairing a barge. And a barge, it's a large boat. It's a large low boat with a flat bottom used for carrying goods. So it's a boat for goods. It's a boat for carrying goods, not for people. Okay, so the barge is a large boat for goods, for carrying goods, not people. Okay, this is the barge. Repairing a barge. They watch it. They watch Titus making sure that the slaves worked hard. He was not a kind master, but nothing odd happened at all. And as we said before, odd means strange. Robert sighed. Perhaps Titus is innocent. Innocent means not guilty. Innocent means not guilty. Perhaps Titus is innocent. He said, I don't think that Titus is innocent. So said Lucy. So Robert thinks that Titus perhaps or maybe he is innocent, and Lucy says that he is not innocent, or she thinks that he is not innocent. I agree, said Kamala. She agrees with Lucy. He looked very suspicious outside his shop this morning. Let's come back after the dusk and see if anything strange happens then. And the word dusk means that the word dusk means the time before the sun goes down. The time before the sun goes down. When the sky is less bright, when the sky is less bright. So the dusk is the time before, just before the sun goes down. This is dusk. Okay, let's come back after dusk and see if anything strange happens then, suggested Lucy. Good idea, said Marcus. Okay, here is a picture of the children hiding behind the box on this place, which is this is dock or something. This is deck or quay. This is the deck. This is the dock or quay. Okay, and there are the children are hiding and watching Titus. As soon as dusk fell, and as we said, dusk at the time before it gets dark, the time before it gets dark, but the time before the sun goes down, when the sky is becoming less bright. The children went back to the docks. The docks were quiet and empty. All the warehouses were dark and locked up for the night, all except Titus. All of them were locked and dark except Titus' warehouse. A light shone from the open warehouse door. The children hid and watched it. Titus was alone. There were no slaves there at all. There were no slaves, only him. They saw him loading lots of olive oil pots onto a barge. So they saw him alone, no slaves. He is loading a large, or he is loading lots of olive oil pots onto a barge, onto the larger boat. Why is he loading olive oil pots in the dark? Asked Camilla. I don't know, said Robert. It's very strange. Why is he doing it? Why aren't his slaves carrying the oil pots? This is this makes sense. Robert is asking why he is not, why he doesn't let his slaves to do this for him, to carry these olive pots and load it on the barge, and but he has no idea about what is happening. They think that is very strange. Okay, here it is another picture. This is the barge. This is Titus. Titus is loading the olive oil pots on the barge himself. When the barge was full, Titus attached a team of oxen, and the oxen is a male. The oxen is a male cow. The oxen is the male of the cow. Again, oxen is the male of the cow. So Titus attached a team, tied up a team with a rope. Titus attached a team of oxen, a group of male cows to the barge's ropes. He led the oxen along the tow path. Let's see the tow path, a path along the side of a canal of a river. So it's a road. It's like a road on the side of a canal or a river. This is tow path. This is tow path. The oxen pulled the barge through the water. Soon Titus and the barge were out of sight. How strange, said Lucy. Why he is taking the barge down the river at night? That must be a dangerous thing to do. Let's go and tell Sylvius what we have seen, said Robert. He might be able to answer our questions. The children ran back to Marcus' house. Sylvius was busy getting their beds ready for the night. They told him what they had seen. Sylvius listened carefully. I think Titus must be taking the barge to the port of Ostia, said Marcus, but I don't know why. What do you think, Sylvia? Marcus thinks that Marcus thinks that Titus is taking the barge to the harbor of Ostia, and Ostia is another city or a far city, another city outside Rome. Okay, Sylvius nodded his head. I'm sure you are right. He said he is agreeing. He agreed what Marcus said that Titus is taking the barge to the port of Ostia. I know that Titus has a ship in the port of Ostia. Let's see. Okay, the port. We all of us knows what is the port. A port, a place where ships can be loaded and unloaded. It's the same meaning. It's the same meaning of dock or quay, and the port Bordeaux has the same meaning. They have the same meaning, or maybe exact meaning or not, but they has the same meaning after all. In the port of Ostia, he is probably taking the barge to his ship. But why he's taking it there at night? Asked Camilla. It's very strange. Lucy thought for a moment. It's not strange at all, she said suddenly. I think Titus is hiding stolen goods on his ship. Then he takes them out of the country to sell overseas. And the word overseas means to or in a foreign country that across the sea. So overseas means to take something. Overseas means foreign countries across the sea. Across the sea. If you are right, said Robert. If you are right, sir, said Robert, we may be close to finding the past. What do you do now? Asked Marcus. Now you must sleep, interrupted Salvius. It's late and your father will be angry if he finds out you are still awake. Okay, here is Salvius. He is making beds for the children. He's getting the beds ready for the children to sleep. But tomorrow afternoon, we will go to the port of Ostia and find Titus' ship, said Robert. No, said Silvius, you must not go to Ostia on your own. Alone. On your own means alone. It's too dangerous. Silvius, said Marcus. He looked very determined. We are going to Ostia tomorrow. We must find a bronze bust. Yes, master, said Silvius. He went out of the room. Silvius was very, very worried. Okay. And this is the end of the chapter. Okay, any questions about this part? Any questions about the chapter? Hussein, do you have a question? Hussein?
No,
Yeah.
no,
You have any questions?
no.
I thank you. Bilal, do you have any
مستر
questions?
انا كنت عايز اسالك يعني ايه بايت. حضرتك قلت في الاول خالص قبل الصفحه ديت قلت بايت.
What?
حضرتك قبل الصفحه ديت قلت في كلمه كده، حضرتك قلت اسمها بايت.
Byte?
امم
Byte. Okay, let's see. Byte. Do you mean it's in the first page? He bit into a juicy orange, bit into?
لا يا مستر، حضرتك دوست على حاجه اللي هي الالوان دي، حضرتك دوست عليها طلعت حاجه كده كان مكتوب بقى عليها كلمه بايت.
كلمة byte.
امم
In byte دي. There is no byte here.
مش هنا. ايوه حضرتك دوس على واحده من دول.
Where is byte? Tide? You
طيب.
mean tide?
اه.
Tide. Tie something. Use a rope. Tie up something to tie something with a rope. With a rope. تربط حاجة بحبل.
مم.
Okay. طيب. Kwai again. By the way, يعني Kwai is a place in a town. All of these words you will find it in the booklet. All of these words you will find the meaning of these words. You will find the meaning of all the new words and its definition in the booklet. Don't worry about it.
اوكي.
Okay. Saif Haitham.
مستر هو الرايتنج هيجي عبارة عن ايه؟
Writing. Write a paragraph about anything. You will write a
اوكي.
paragraph. You will write a paragraph of مثلا about 80 words about anything, and there will be helping words and helping sentences or something like this to help you make or form your paragraph in a good way. Okay, Bilal, do you have
تمام.
something? Okay, thank you, Sif.
ويعني ايه determinant؟
Determined means he insisted. Determined مصمم. Yes. Means he's not gonna change his mind يا بلال.
اوكي.
Thank you. Okay. مازن مؤمن.
مستر
Yeah.
هو مستر اللي هو الا مستر داخل في اليونت سي
Unit 1 2
3
3
ولا 4
4 1 2 3 4.
مش نسيبها كانت قايله في الاول 3 بعدها قالت 4 ولا ايه
ماشي
بالظبط؟
يا حبيبي we took chapter 4. ما احنا خدنا chapter 4. هي كان هيتشال chapter 4 because we didn't take it, but now we take chapter 4 and today we are going to take chapter we took unit 4 and today we are going to take unit 5. There is no need to cancel it. وبعدين this is OL يعني يا مازن.
اوكي ثانكس.
It's a shame يعني يا مازن to ask something like this. It's OL يعني يا مازن. It's OL حبيبي. ماشي اوكي.
اوكي هو ده بقى في باراجراف يا مستر ولا لا؟
No, the paragraph is will be added to the AL exam. Yes, there will be a paragraph. Writing a paragraph of 80 words maybe. طيب اوكي. اوكي احمد وائل. احمد وائل. Your voice is not here يا احمد. You're not here. Ahmed Omar, do you need to ask something? You have a question?
هيبقى في الامتحان هيبقى OL بس واكتب باراجراف.
Yeah, حبيبي. There's an OL exam and writing a paragraph. Do you have anything to ask about chapter 6? Huh? Do you have any questions about chapter 6, يا أحمد?
I think no.
Okay, thank you. طيب أنس؟
مستر أنا دلوقتي اتلخبطت الصراحة. الامتحان كان مكتوب هيخش في يونت 1 و 2 و 3.
هتفرق معاك ايه بقى لو ذاكرت يونت 4 كمان؟
ولا حاجة.
It's not gonna make any difference. This is OL.
يبقى داخل في الامتحان يونت 4 كمان؟
حبيبي, you are going to study chapter unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, thank you, Anas. Do you have any questions about chapter 6?
No.
Okay, thank you. Mustafa, do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. هو يعني ايه دراسة؟
Let's come back after dusk.
Okay, حاضر. Okay, here is dusk. Okay, dusk, the time before it gets dark. المغربية كده. The time over Maghrib prayer.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Okay, أبو
Thank
صف.
you, Mr.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Okay, Malik, do you have any questions about chapter 6? Don't ask me. No one ask me anything about the exam or the OL exam or anything. This is on the group. You can ask me anything about the exam on the group. Here, you ask me
Okay.
about chapter 6. Do you have any questions about chapter 6?
نو الصراحة.
What's your question طيب؟
ما فيش حاجة يا مستر، أنا كنت هسأل عن الإكزام.
ماشي okay. What's your question?
عن الإكزام؟ مستر هو الامتحان كان هيدخل في يونت 1 و 2 و 3 و 4 ولا يونت 1 و 2 و 3 و 4 و 5؟
No, just 4. 1 2 3 4.
اوكي.
Okay. طيب سيف الدين.
مستر دوس كده تاني على داسك، دوس تاني على داسك.
حاضر. That's كده time before it
ايوه
gets
هي دي
dark.
بقى، هي برايت اهي تحت اهي خالص بعد لس.
Bright.
هي
Bright
دي.
means shiny. Bright means shiny, means when the room when there is so much light inside the room, this is bright. Bright means it has much light or a lot of light or something. Bright. Shiny means shiny. Okay. طيب. أحمد عمر again. أحمد عمر. ها.
هي page 42 when the barge. هي ايه البارج؟
Barge is a large boat. Again. حاضر. Hey. A barge. The barge is a large boat with a flat bottom used for carrying goods. So it's a large boat for carrying goods. Not for carrying people. It's a large boat for carrying goods. Yeah.
ماشي.
Okay, it carries goods. It carries goods, not people. It carries goods. Goods like pots, goods like food, goods like cases. Okay, بتشيل أي حاجة, not people. Okay, طيب. Let's see. Omar, do you have something?
خلاص يا
عمر.
مستر، بسأل على الإكزام.
Exam. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, OL.
أيوة أنا كنت عايز أسأل على الباراجراف بس.
Paragraph. What is about the paragraph? What's about it?
هو الباراجراف هيبقى يعني مثلا قد إيه؟
يعني about 80 words يا عمر. About from 8 to 10 lines مثلا.
أوكي.
Okay, it will be easy. Don't worry about the quiz. طيب حسين.
يس
ها.
يس هو المشكلة بس أنا مش على جروب الإنجليش، ممكن حضرتك تدخلني؟
حاضر يا حسين. Do you have my number?
No.
Don't you have my number?
Yes.
If you have my number, send me a private message and I will add you on the group.
I will take your number now.
Okay, take my number and send me a private message and I will add you to the group.
Yes.
Okay, thank you حسين. Okay. طيب مازن تامر.
مستر هو احنا خلصنا؟
لا يا حبيبي, we are going to take unit 5 time for English. We are going to take to unit 5 time for English. طيب. ها. طيب, okay. Everybody, time for English. Open your books. Time for English.
Can you tell me your number?
I tell you my number here. Now you
Yes.
can ask any one of your friends. You can ask any one of your mates. All of them have my number. Everyone has my number. Yeah, Hussein. You can ask any one of your classmates. He will give you the number of mine. طيب okay everybody, I want you to prepare yourself. Time for English. We are going to